So this week I had treatment about 3 days ago on Friday, or 2 days ago on Friday, and it's now Sunday night. I've been resting since Friday. Um, Pretty low energy, but that's normal after treatment. Some of the last treatments I had a lot more energy afterwards, and I've heard that like a lot of people who have a really good experience or response to treatments tend to have a lot of energy a day or so afterwards. And this time and the last time, I haven't felt that burst of energy very good. Or it's like I'll maybe get a whisper of it and then it goes away really fast. Yesterday, Saturday, I did start feeling kind of good and wanted to go outside, had that kind of energy. And see, I'm even getting out of breath just talking. And it went away so fast, and I just taking a shower took all the energy out of me, and I just haven't had very much stamina. But I mean, maybe after a major treatment, that's okay. The last week or so has been really hard on my digestion, or having a lot of trouble with my digestion, so I'm sure that's contributing to it, and not getting a steady, consistent source of nutrition and energy. I'm certainly consuming a really good set of nutrition. I have now switched to predominantly liquid nutrition. I'm using, this time, I have a lot of different shakes that have like a full nutrient profile, and then I have a lot of supplements and vitamins that I take too, to try to do my best to have as much nutrition as possible when I can't eat solid food and I can't eat a variety of food. And even on my best days, I can't eat that big of a variety to get all the nutrients I need. So I spent actually a lot of money on this one called Kachava that's $120 for 30 servings. And that's a lot for a shake mix. More used to like $30, $36 for 30 servings. But does have a better nutrient profile and a lot more sources of nutrients going into it, and comes closer to true meal replacement in a liquid form. And it has been pretty good. I've tolerated it well. You can mix it with just water and have a very thin liquid. And I like that for when I'm having a lot of trouble with digestion. So I've been trying to switch to relying on that more, and I'm hopeful that I might see some improvement in energy. I haven't noticed yet. I've been doing it for like a week and a half, I think. But it can't hurt, and it's good to be nourished, and just keep trying different things. So people with multiple sclerosis and a lot of other different conditions have secondary conditions. In my case, much like someone with multiple sclerosis, the nerves that communicate with my digestive system are challenged and aren't getting the signals through to my digestive system. That results in something that they call gastroparesis. Gastroparesis means that really high level food or what you consume isn't able to move through the system, that the stomach holds it there for too long. Or in my case, it may be that it is stopping in other places as well. We know certainly the stomach from gastric emptying study, but also just from other observational information, it seems that my food does just get trapped. And, like you're supposed to hear gurgles, and you're supposed to be able to doctors should be able to listen and hear stuff going on in there, and mine's just dead sometimes. And just nothing's moving, and that's really important. A person cannot live on not being able to move food through their digestive tract, and so you have to intervene and take medications to try to flush it through without the working of the nerves, which is not great for you, but you have to do that. And then you switch to liquids, and when it gets bad for me, I switch to liquids, and then wait and hope that the nerves start communicating better. Hope that I can get to a place where my digestive tract can at least digest a little bit more food than what I'm stuck on right now. I mean, I haven't been able to eat fibrous food in years, like things like lettuce and difficult grains are completely off the table, and that's been the case for a really long time, for many years, since 2016. And so, but getting to a better place dietary wise means I could eat some fruit and some vegetables that are cooked, and particularly cooked at high heats that makes them a little softer, not as nutritious, but it's better than nothing. And also some soft meats that are cooked. I also do nut butters, and oh goodness, I do some dairy. Now I have spent a lot of time not doing any dairy. I'm not entirely convinced that makes any difference for me. In fact, when I was in the hospital a couple of months ago, due to lack of options from the hospital menu, I had to have dairy, and I thought that I kind of felt good eating the dairy. So the last couple of months, I've reintroduced dairy, and I take digestive enzymes to help with lactose intolerance, and also just in general with breaking down my food. And I seem to actually be doing decently well on dairy, and it's a good source of some nutrients for me. So, I'll take what I can get. Yeah, so that's kind of that story. It's challenging. And then what it looks like is I'll eat even something small or soft, and I'll get about an hour later, get a ton of pain, and my stomach swells up like I'm pregnant, and I get all this gas, and it lasts for like 6-8 hours, sometimes 12 hours, sometimes 24 hours, sometimes 48 hours. It takes me out completely. You can't think. The pain is so bad. You certainly can't drive. You can't walk anywhere. You can't accomplish anything. I took a video last week of when it got really bad. One night when it was in its more acute phase, and I've been really nervous about posting it because it's just so awful to watch a person in that much pain. But I may release that to public view just to have that out there, because people like me, nobody sees this. They just hear us talk about it, and nobody actually sees how challenging it is. And a lot of people like me are told, or it's suggested that maybe we're making this up or something, and I just can't even imagine how I could make up this stuff and be this miserable by any kind of choice. You can't fake this. It's horrible, and your body does things that you just can't even, like a normal person can't even fathom. So that's one of the reasons I'm doing this vlog, is I want to show that. And I know there's just thousands of people out there like me with various conditions that may not have the same symptoms as I do, some with the same symptoms, that are talking to people in their lives and trying to explain it and aren't able to visually show it. And people in my life as well. I like to have these videos so I can share them with people in my life. So, and I do think it's helped a few people really see what life is like. The version of me that gets posted in a picture that once in a blue moon I look good, like maybe twice a year with makeup, and maybe I'm having a better than average day, and the lighting is great. Then, like that's the only pictures I really put on somewhere like Facebook or, anywhere else I am. I have an Instagram account, but I don't do a lot there. But yeah, I mean, when you only see those, I might look like a pretty normal person. I'm really shy about posting pictures of myself sick. People don't relate to you anymore. They think, oh, that person's not like me. They're a sick person. I put them in this category off to the side, or I don't want to see that. That's gross. And look, I don't have a choice. This is my life. This is the life for a lot of people. So I'm trying to also, with these videos, record how I actually look and have this one place where I'm not faking it. And those who are interested or those close to me can really see what is happening inside these four walls of my house, where I spend now 100% of my time, 99.9% of my time, other than a few really critical things that we've had to go out for with COVID. It's become almost, really, really high percentage. So yeah, anyway. I'm definitely fatiguing right now. I can feel it. I'm losing track of my thoughts and not keeping my sentences. I'm not staying on one train of thought. I'm rambling, and now I can't even remember what I was talking about. Um, I if you've had the flu, everyone's had the flu. Just picture having the flu every single day. And some days it starts to go away, or it feels like it's starting to go away, and those are your good days. And you might actually look like a pretty normal, healthy person, even though you still have the flu. You still feel kind of crappy, but you're like, oh my God, this is so much better than normal. But then picture those really terrible days of the flu where you don't want to do anything. You stay home from work or school, and it's not a treat. You don't get to sit there and just read books or watch movies that you love. I mean, I do watch movies, but you wouldn't believe how difficult it is for me to even pay attention to those movies. A lot of times they're just on, and how much it, like, I don't want to watch them. I put them on for pain management to try to distract me, but it's not like a joyous thing. There's nothing joyous about that day that you have, the first day of the flu that's really bad, a bad flu, and you're stuck at home, and you just feel miserable, and you just want it to be over with, and you can't wait till it's over, and you can, you know, return to things that you love doing. You can leave the house again. You can just not feel like garbage. That's every day for me. That just feeling of just garbage and just feel like crap, and you just dragging along, and you want so bad. You can't wait till this flu is over. Only I've been at this for years now, and I'm starting to lose hope that it's going to ever change. But I'm trying to stay hopeful and trying to do everything I possibly can, because if anybody can get this kicked into remission and get to feeling better, I feel like I can. I feel very determined. I have some good support right now, and and I have some good doctors, and I'm receiving right now pretty decent coverage for medical procedures and with insurance. So yeah. Anyway, sorry, just lost my train of thought, but yeah. So that's where we're at right now. This is this week. Thanks for watching.